These three women are unbelievable.
Like stress. You remember that?
Hi, I'm Nicole Parker.
I'm Cynthia Nixon.
I'm Kristin Davis.
I'm Sarah Jessica Parker.
Let's see, Charlotte's journey this season in 3 emojis. Okay. I'm gonna go with 2 pink hearts that have the little like connecting. At some point, I'm gonna go with the head exploding. And then, the one that's like stress.
Love emojis. I think certainly there are a certain episode I'm thinking of, like a certain super party emoji.
The pow emoji, the dancing woman, a heart.
Definitely, as the season progresses, tremendous anxiety emoji, like the one with the big eyes, like,
Charlotte is pretty plucky. I think she'd be fine. I don't know quite what she'd do, because it's obviously very different than the last time she was dating, but she would find a way, Maybe she'd go back to the remember the Jewish mixer she went to?
Well, SJ actually has an incredible playlist. She shares it in the makeup room because in real time we're shooting, getting to work at 5, 6 in the morning. And we all need to wake up and ease into the massive day ahead of us.
It could be African music, Ukrainian music, it could be music from Greece, it could be music from the Middle East, it could be Romanian folk music. Honestly, like, we listen to everything. We listen to 70s love songs, disco, we listen to jazz and blues, we listen to Haitian jazz, all of it.
It just starts the day and brings everyone together.
There was a time when we were doing the show, and I think the first movie, where sometimes we would be in a part of Manhattan where we couldn't have our trailers, and we would be in the W Hotel. We would be in the Times Square W Hotel and then the Bryant Park Hotel W, and they had a CD that would be in your room. And that became like our playlist because all of us were in these rooms with these CDs. So then we took one with us and put it in our makeup trailer. And it had a lot of great songs. I'm not going to be able to remember them all, but it was a mix of like old R&B. We're a big old R&B type of a group. Sarah Jessica has a lot of music that she plays for us. A lot of it's old and we know it inside and out, but it also had like, everybody dance now, do, 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 do. You remember that? So that song always reminds me of the end of the show.
Dream New York Day, it would have to involve seeing at least one play, if not 2. I always love, particularly in the spring, a trip to the Botanical Gardens, either the Brooklyn one or the Bronx one. We eat at home most of the time, but I love to go out to a favorite restaurant.
I love Abbott Elementary. That's one of my comfort shows. Like if I'm on a plane and I've watched something disturbing, I'll turn on Abbott Elementary to feel better.
So now when we watch television, like as a family, we mostly watch with our 14-year-old. There are all kinds of shows that we're catching up on that we've never, like I've only ever seen like a season and a half, even of The Sopranos, where we just watched Breaking Bad and then Better Call Saul. Like we're very, Parks and Recreation, we are very behind the times.
I mean, I just have to say Dior, I feel like. Like, wouldn't we all be so lucky to only wear Dior?
Oh my gosh. I guess it would be Vivienne Westwood.
I wear 60 at one time. The shoes are from Portugal. The bag is from Rome, right off the runway. Don't even make me pick. It's impossible.
Yeah, I never had rats in the apartment, but we do live in New York, and I am genuinely, that is not why Michael Patrick wrote that, but I really am very, very, very scared of rats. I'm not scared of bugs of any size. Like, I'm the one in the house that everybody calls if there's, a bug in the shower, like in the country or at the beach, little critters get in, and of any size, I don't care. I don't care if it's a water bug and it's this big, I will take it with my bare hands. But mice and rats. So, but as a New Yorker, they're crossing my path at least once a week at night, scurrying across the sidewalk. It's horrifying. It's horrifying. I hate it so much. I am so scared of them. I hate them. I never saw one mouse or one rat on the tube in London. I saw foxes on the streets. I have many pictures of them just walking ahead of me as if they're just another pedestrian on their way somewhere.
I'm from New York. I've never lived anywhere else. So many of my friendships are people that I not only went to junior high school with, but actually went to elementary school with, or even nursery school. So I have a really a strong core of friends that are, that are my school friends from early years. And then over the years, I've picked up an actor or two, here and there. And I have a few good friends who actually live far away, and we work hard to keep in touch. Like I have a really great friend who lives in Houston. But yeah, they're really of paramount importance to me. But maybe because also I'm an only child. And so I feel like my friendships are super intense the way you might have a relationship with a sibling, but I don't really have that.
I mean, my friendships are very important to me. I have a small group of friends. I love them very much. They've been around a long time, and all of them understand my crazy schedule, which is so nice, so I don't have to worry about that. And I do my best to be there. I did get a very long text from one of them yesterday that I was like, oh no, I don't have time to even read this text. But, I mean, they understand.
I always take things like that as an opportunity to reverse it. So if I feel like I'm not being valued, then maybe I should value myself. If I feel like I'm not being seen, maybe I'm not seeing myself or honoring this thing that I want to do and I'm not doing. If you've been working on a book and you haven't really been writing, let's say, and then your person, your partner, is not calling you back or not giving you the attention you need, you might make that the argument. But really, it's something inside of you that wants your attention. I don't know. I just think that way. I try to take responsibility for those kinds of moments.
I was doing a play in London for 4 or 5 months, and we started our fittings in London. So, which was really great. So Molly and Danny came to London, and they filled like an entire conference room in the Savoy on the ground floor of clothing. It was unbelievable. And I would say about 60% of that clothing came from London. And of that, I would say more than half of that were vintage pieces from consignment shops, people's trunks, people's attics, people's basements, little honeypot spots that only they knew about. And there was this a preponderance of it was Victorian and turn of the century. So that is a happy coincidence given the story that Carrie is writing, which is the reason that we bring back narration. So you'll start to see those silhouettes, not right at the top of the season, although you will see if you look closely, there is certain foundations that are period in contemporary clothing. And over the course of the season, you'll see more and more pronounced silhouettes from the period that she's writing about. Have a good day.
Thank you.